So you're looking for a holiday gift for the off-road and Jeep enthusiast in your family, and you're looking for something a little bit more exciting than a gift card? Well, I've put together a list of 15 items ranging from $15 all the way up to $500 that may help you with some of your holiday shopping this year. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Casey. It's that time of year. We are making the 2022 off-road Jeep camping Overland enthusiast gift guide. Let's just dive right into today's video and start out with some of the lower cost items and work our way all the way up to the top. This first item is actually lives in my Jeep all the time. I've shown you guys this in some other videos, but I will show you once again because you can get a pair of these for like $15. First item, this is our glass brake tool that I keep mounted to my overhead rack right next to me. So these are really great to have in your Jeep. If you get into a situation where you need to quickly exit your vehicle and tap the glass, you can shatter your glass, or if you need to help somebody else get out of their vehicle in a tough situation. And on the other side, they have a seatbelt cutting blade. So if you need to get out of your Jeep and can't get your seatbelt undone, or need to help get somebody else out of their vehicle, can't get their seatbelt undone, you can use the blade on this side to cut the seatbelt. These glass breaking tools are great gifts to give to people. And just a reminder, guys, I will put links down in the description below to all of the products in this video. They are affiliate links. They do help support the channel. I receive a little commission if you buy stuff, but there's no additional cost to you, and it goes a long way in helping support make this kind of content. Number 2 on the list, this is Rain-X. This is a great little gift that you can throw in someone's stocking. If you're unfamiliar with Rain-X, this goes on your glass windshield. Just spray this on your windshield, wait for it to fog up, wipe it off, and this really helps repel water, mud, and bugs off of your windshield. And I put this on pretty much anytime I go on a road trip. It really helps with nighttime driving. The water will bead up, help just come right off your windshield and not fog up. But it's also nice when you're off-roading because you can clear your windows better if you get some mud on your windows. If you drive through a huge puddle and it comes up and over your window, it will sheet off faster. So this is a great little stocking stuffer for your off-road enthusiast. From there, we're gonna jump up a little bit in price. It isn't easy to find a lot of items under $100 that I would recommend as gifts. But this next one is about $70, and this is Canadian pricing. And this is a soft shackle. I keep a couple of these in my Jeep. I've switched pretty much all to soft shackles for my recovery. And this one here is the Warn Nightline Spydura shackle, and it has a little woven reflective braid into it. There are lots of companies that make different say that 10 times fast. There are lots of companies that make different soft shackles, but do make sure that you are getting one that is rated for the amount of weight that you're going to be recovering. And so this one here is rated for 36,000 pounds. Nice strong shackle that I can use with my winch and my hook, my recovery hook, tie together tree savers, whatever we need. But soft shackles, they're light. I keep mine above my driver's sunshade, and because they're light and fabric, you don't have to worry about them coming loose and flying around and hitting you in your vehicle if something happens or you have an accident. So I've switched pretty much all to soft shackles on my Jeep, and this one's made by Warn. That's about $70. The next item is about 80 bucks, and these are the Front Runner Wolfpack Pro storage containers, and I have started using about 4 of these in my Jeep, and these are great, really durable plastic containers. You can stack, tie down, and they have the other Wolfpacks that are a little bit less, but on the Pros they've added these really thick aluminum hinges on here that are much more durable. And I guess the hinges on the other ones were a bit of a problem, but I picked these up at Modular Racks. I'll put a link down in the description. But these are waterproof, dustproof. I have a couple of these sitting on the roof of my Jeep as well as inside, and I keep various kitchen gear. I'll probably take this out, give it a good clean. But really durable, keeps all of the dust, water out of them. And at night when I pack up at camp, I just fire a couple of these under my Jeep, and I'm not worried about any critters getting in them. And what's nice is you can take a couple of these, stack them, and you can use them as a side table next to your camping chair. You can use them as a seat. You can sit on them. They're just really versatile, but they're small enough that you're not going to put so much in them that they're hard to pack around and move around, but they're versatile enough that you can bring lots of gear and stow it in different places in your Jeep. So Wolfpack Front Runner, Wolfpack Pro, they're pretty awesome. Next item, and this is about 88 bucks Canadian, is my mini folding table. I've been using this for well over a year. It has survived all my adventures. You can actually lock this in place to stop it from folding. But I use this at camp all the time. It's really nice because I can quickly grab a table and put it next to my camp chair, have something to put my drinks on or my lantern on. And then as well, look at this. It has additional legs that you can extend out. The table is even taller, so you can use it as a side table where you're cooking. And this actually has another set of legs, so we can bring it up another foot if we want. It gets a little bit wobbly. I generally don't put the extra legs in it because it doesn't have a great place to store them underneath. Super compact, nice and easy. It's been durable. I've kicked this thing around for the last year, and we can easily pack it back up. You have a nice compact table that I suppose you could fit in your Wolfpack Pro if you pick one up. This next item you might have saw already when I was showing you the glass breaking tool, and I include this in like every gift guide because I think everybody should have this. It's a huge safety item. It could save your life, could save your Jeep, and that is a fire extinguisher. Now, one of the problems with fire extinguishers traditionally is they're huge and heavy, and it's hard to mount one, and they're usually not very accessible to your driver. But check this out. This right here is the Element fire extinguisher. Now, I have no affiliation with Element whatsoever, but I picked up a couple of these for my Jeep. These are 50-second discharge solid chemical fire extinguishers. They are rated for class A, B, C, and whatever grease fire is. I keep one of these mounted to a quick, it's just a pressure mount that's a magnet, so you can basically put it anywhere. They sell a couple different mounts, but I keep it right here above me. I don't know of any way that I could possibly get a fire extinguisher that accessible other than the one from Element. It's right there. You can grab it. You're ready to go. If you see somebody else's Jeep burning or your Jeep smoking, boom, right there. And I also keep a second one as an idea for you guys, because we're back here cooking with the table. I keep one right here mounted to the bottom of my Tuffy deck. There's lots of great places you can stick a magnet with their mount, but there's their mount right there, and just clicks into place, and we can move that around if we want into different locations. Super handy. The Element fire extinguishers are about $90 Canadian. Sometimes you get them on sale. They're probably a little less expensive. For my friends down in the United States, you can't put a price on putting out your Jeep if it catches on fire. Here is my next item. Now, this is the generic version of a recovery board. These ones are about $100. They are not the fancy brand name Max Tracks that, well, seem to be synonymous with overlanding. There are so many situations that I have used traction boards to get out of, especially in snow and ice and where recovery points aren't easily available for a winch. But these are also a lot faster if you just lose traction and you need to fire a traction board under a couple of your tires. It's probably a good idea to have 4 of these. These generic ones are about $100 for a pair, and I've put a link down in the description to them if you want to check them out. I don't think you need to buy the most expensive traction boards, especially if you're more of a casual or infrequent off-roader. If you want something you're going to be using every weekend and you need the durability and reliability of traction boards, maybe check out the really expensive Max Tracks. But if you need something to just put on your Jeep And it's a great gift idea at about $100. These are awesome. And if you're going to use them once or twice a year, the ones that I've been using, they've survived everything I've thrown at them. I'll leave it with you if you want to spend the extra money for a more expensive gift for your Jeep and off-road enthusiast. But just having a set of traction boards can get you out of some interesting situations quite easily. And for 99 bucks, better to have them than not. This next item is one of my favorite camping items that I've picked up this year. And this is the Goal Zero Lighthouse. Let me put the camera down here and show you guys. So LED camp lights, this isn't very straight, is it? So LED camp lights have evolved a lot, and there are a lot of different options out there. This one here is from Goal Zero. And the reason why I like this is it's actually really handy having a light that you can carry around as a lantern, sort of low and next to you, rather than holding it up, shining in people's eyes. You can see where you're walking, have your lantern down beside you. And I really like having a lantern over a flashlight. Now what's cool about this lantern is we can also extend its feet, and we can put it down so that it sits on a table, elevates the light a little bit. But what else this can do is it has two sides to the light. So we can actually turn on just one side, or we can turn on both sides, which is really awesome. I find in my tent, I'll put this in my tent and hang it up so that the light part is away from my eyes. So it's lighting up my tent, but not glaring in my eyes and being too bright that I can't see. The other thing that I really like about this, and I was a little bit skeptical at first about the durability behind it, is that it has its own USB charging cord built right into it. It just wraps around, clicks in place. And so you're not always running around looking for a cable to charge this with. It has it right there. You just need to find a USB port, whether it's your Jeep, whether it's your EcoFlow or whatever. You can plug this in, and it has a little battery indicator on there. You can charge other devices off of it. You can turn the brightness up and down. I really like this lantern. I've been using it on every single camping trip, and for $100, it has taken a beating. It even has a little flashing emergency red light on it. And if it runs out of battery, you don't have a charger, you can crank charge it to get a little bit of light in an emergency or a long period of time where you may be stuck out somewhere and want to keep your light going. I have not seen another lantern that has all of these features, and I really, really like this. This would be a great camping, overlanding gift for somebody. I would love to see this under the tree if I didn't already have one. Okay, this next item will help keep you warm at Christmas. And well, I'm not talking about a Dirty and Dangerous hoodie, but you can pick these up at dirtyanddangerous.com if you want to help support the channel and pick up some merch. But I am talking about one of the awesome things that I found last year for winter camping, and this is a heated vest. Here, let me throw this on. I'll show you guys. Whew, okay, it's actually really cold in here. When I got this, there was only a couple options available, and since then I was having a look on Amazon this morning, and there are lots of heated vest options with different heating elements built into them. So I put a link down to one that I think I would purchase, but there is a bit of a price range on these from $100 to $175. But I'll tell you what I like about heated vests and what to look for. Now, this one came with a battery pack, which was inadequate, so I wouldn't be too hung up on the size of the battery pack that they come with. So I went out and bought this 20,000 milliamp Anchor battery pack, and this runs my vest on high for probably about 8 hours, so anytime I would need in the evening. Now, what's great about the vest over a heated jacket is the heat is not a ton coming off a USB powered piece of clothing. So you want the heat nice and close to you on your thermal layer or your t-shirt layer, and then put your jacket or your hoodie over top. So how does this work? Well, it has, no, that's the charging cord. That is the plug-in. It has a little USB plug in the pocket. You just plug your vest into your power brick. So it's super easy to take in and out. Pull it, there you go, it's plugged in. And now this one here has a vest option and the hood option that have heating elements in them. So We can put them on red. Show you guys nice and close. Red, and then we can change them down to green or blue for different temperatures. Generally, if I have my heated vest on, it's usually cold enough that I want to have it on max. Now, some of the vests that you'll find on Amazon have heating elements in the chest area, the stomach area, the back, but this one with this extra button also has the hood. And so when it's really cold, you can unravel the hood from the collar. It stows nicely, put the hood on, and it keeps your head and neck really warm, especially if you have a lot of wind around you. And then what I do, and I can sit around camp in really cold temperatures with basically a hoodie on. I throw my hood on over top of my heated vest so that it keeps the warmth inside that it's generating. And if it's really cold, out comes the hood, and I'll put my flappy hat on. And this is so much warmer than any winter jacket that I've had. It's a great combination. So grab a heated vest and grab a Dirty and Dangerous hoodie off dirtyanddangerous.com. I keep this heated vest in my Jeep all the time, and I always keep one of these large power banks available and charged. And I'll show you something else for charging a little bit further down in this video. But heated vest, guys, way better than a heated jacket and a game changer in cold weather off-roading and camping. Well, I've decided to just keep the heated vest on for the rest of this video since I am nice and warm. But this leads me to my next item. This is more for the camping and overland enthusiast. And this right here is the briefcase. The briefcase, this is actually made by Clearwater. It's a portable toilet, and this is a great compact portable. Let me open this up. It's super compact. It fits in a lot of nice places because it's rectangular, and you can also use it with waste bags if you need to, but it's a great place to sit and do your business when you're out camping. Otherwise, here, let me show you how this works. First, we remove the lid, a couple clips. It's got 3 legs, and you can put it, boom. And now you have a perfect place to go and do your business. Supports tons of weight. I'm 225 pounds. I can sit on this no problem, and it's sturdy, gets you up off the ground. And the other thing that's nice is if you're somewhere where you have to pack out everything, you can actually use something like these double duty bags. These are toilet waste bags that have some biogel in them to, well, help reduce smells and potential leakages from fluids. And so you can bring those along, and all you got to do is instead of setting this up over a hole in the ground, you can just lift the lid up, attach the bag to it, and away you go. These are, what are these, about $130, $125. Great little camping portable toilet solution for your overland camping enthusiasts that you're buying for. Okay, this is one of the few things that I've just picked up that I haven't been using for any period of time, and this is actually for this is actually going in the Demonator, and these are some rubber floor mats. But these ones are made by Husky, and they everybody seems to recommend these Husky floor mats for Jeeps. They're rubber, washable. They don't have drain plugs in them, which my drain plugs seem to pop out all the time anyways. So leave your factory drain plugs in. Put these in over top, and they've got nice high sides to contain any mud or slush or dirt. So here, let's have a quick look at these. So we've got nice deep sides all along the edges. It's more of a softer rubber rather than a hard rigid plastic. They've got the little clip-on points so they don't slide around. And we've got one for the driver's side, one for the passenger side. And so the fronts are 130 Canadian, and then you can get the rear that goes across the center hump and the back seat area for 120. We'll be throwing these in the Demonator shortly and checking them out, but I wanted to pick up a set and try them out instead of the factory ones because everybody recommends these Husky liners rather than going back to the dealer and buying the Mopar ones for, I think they're a little bit more money. So we'll check them out, see how they are. Okay, this next item also lives in my Jeep, and that just goes to show how much importance I put on some of these items that I'm showing you. These aren't things that I just picked up off Amazon or live in my garage. The gear that you see on my shelves is stuff that comes in and out of the Jeep whenever I go out. And then the stuff that's in the Jeep that I'm showing you lives in the Jeep all the time. And this next item here, keep this hiding behind my driver's seat. But I've recommended this product before, and this has gotten me out of a couple situations, and I know people that could have benefited from this. And this is a portable jump pack. So this one, the one I recommend that I use, is from Noco. This is the GB40. So it's a 1000 amp jump start pack, and then you've got your jumper cables here. They have a nice little thing to keep them separated from each other while you're attaching it. But how this works is you just pull the plug off of one side. You can't mess it up. They're only goes in one way. Plug in your jumper end. Turn this on. This is fully charged, ready to go, and I can just put this onto my battery and jump start it in a matter of a few seconds. So really handy to have, much more useful than jumper cables, especially if you're out by yourself. And we just have so many accessories on our off-road and camping overlanding vehicles that could potentially and accidentally drain your battery. Having one of these tucked away under your seat is so useful and so handy. I really recommend grabbing one of these. I picked up this one because it has enough power to jumpstart the diesel. You can get smaller and less expensive ones if you have smaller motors. This one is about $200, and it also has a built-in flashlight as part of it, so you can push the button, turn on the flashlight if you need to see, and you're jump starting in the dark. And they just charge over USB, and you can actually charge your device off them as well. The only complaint is this is USB, like micro USB, not USB-C. I wish it was USB-C because everything I own seems to be USB-C now, but they also include a little charging cable for it in their nice little bag. Fire it under your seat and check to make sure that it's charged periodically. And this can really get you out of a bind, especially if you're in the middle of nowhere, camping by yourself, and you left something on and your Jeep doesn't start. Really good $200 investment. So the next item I want to show you is a new item from EcoFlow. Now, I've been using the Delta 2 in my Jeep for a little while. It's great. It's got tons of power, huge inverter, but it's a little expensive for some of you guys, and especially it's expensive for a holiday gift. Now, the EcoFlow just came out with the River 2, which this here is a much more compact portable power solution for only $299. And this has a 256 watt hour battery in it, so it's about a quarter of the size of the Delta 2, but it has USB power. It has a 12 volt out on it. It has a 300 watt inverter that can X boost to 600 watts, and it can power a lot of devices. And you can also charge it off AC or 12 volt DC or their solar panel. So I've got this just charging off the wall right now. Let's disconnect it. And what's nice about this is it is an LFP battery. It's super light, easy to carry around. You can see how I can just pick this up super easily. But it's got their new LFP battery in it, and this is good for 3,000 charges and have 80% battery capacity in it. But I think the River 2 is a great gift idea because of its price point at $299 and just what it can do, and it gives you lots of option for providing some portable power and charging without having to keep your Jeep or off-road vehicle running while at camp. So you can charge your devices, your drones, you can run a lot of stuff off of 600 watts. If you're watching this before Black Friday, they have some Black Friday sales on right now. I'll put some links in the description as well. I have a discount code for you for this and as well other EcoFlow items, so go check it out. But this is the new River 2 with the LFP battery, 3,000 charge cycles, 256 watt hour battery, X boost AC inverter up to 600 watts, and it weighs nothing. You just grab this, need some power next to your camping chair, easy to lug around, throw in your tent. EcoFlow River 2. This last item is the most expensive, but one that has provided me with a ton of benefit over the last year and a half or so of using it. This is about $420 depending on whether you can get it on sale or not. And also that is Canadian, so it's probably like $10 US, way cheaper in the States. But this is the Lifesaver jerry can. I've talked about this before. This lives in my Jeep next to my fridge all the time. It's a 5-gallon, 20-liter portable water system. And two big reasons why I really like this. One, it has a pump on it. So I can fill this before I leave. I can pump this up anytime I need water and add some pressure to the jerry can. And then I can turn on the tap valve and look at this. Water on demand. Now we can pump this up more, get more water pressure, but it's great to have a water sprayer that I can use that's next to the Jeep. I just wish they would have some sort of system to mount or hold the sprayer, but the sprayer does detach, so you can load this in the back of your truck, add the sprayer as needed. Just make sure you turn off the valve first. There we go. We can detach this. We can store this away in our kit if we don't want it to get damaged. But because mine lives in the back of my Jeep, not too worried about that. But it's just basically a plastic pipe that's covered with this like, I don't know, kitchen hose type stuff. It clicks on there, stays on there. The big feature and the main reason why this is so expensive is this is actually a filtration system as well. So let me back the pressure off here before we open this up. But on this side, we have a filtration system. So this really helps if you have water anxiety. And what this will allow you to do is fill up from any creek or stream along the way on your adventures. So it has a I think it's 99.9% particulate filter in here that when you pressurize it, it forces the water through this filter and removes any of the bacteria or viruses that you may find in the water. As long as you have what looks like a reasonably fresh source of drinking water, you can then filter it and reduce your chance of getting sick from something that may be living in the water when you're out and about. I will put links down in the description below to everything that I featured in this video. Use them. If there's a discount code, I will put that there as well. And it does help the channel a ton, and it doesn't cost you anything by using any of my affiliate links that I provide to you. We're gonna get back to the 840 horsepower Demonator Gladiator build series in the next video. Stay tuned for that. Happy holidays, guys, and smash that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.